oppression, and oppression means to bend over. And everybody's under oppression. Baruch means to bend. And so in the Bible it says to bow. Everybody says bow your heads. No, it doesn't say bow your heads. It says bow your knee to hold the current. Your head should be straight. Mistranslation or poorly understood, but to bend somebody over. But I looked up the definitions of the opposite of oppression. And the opposite of oppression is mercy. Yes. The opposite of oppression is mercy. And where do you get mercy? From God. Mercy and grace come from God, and you have to ask for it. The next state, who else? Somebody else. What's the next level of demonic attack? Obsession. Being obsessed with something. So I always illustrate that by punching somebody, and then you get obsessed with the pain, so your attention goes in instead of out, up to God and out. To love God and love your neighbor. You become obsessed. And of course, evil, the adversary creates the obsession. But I looked up the opposite of obsession, and the opposite of obsession is justice. But again, that comes from another outside power. That outside power is God. Okay? I've delivered a lot more justice in the dojo than ever did as a 19-year veteran of Department of Justice. Because it is the relief from obsession with pain and evil. And there's another one. What's the next one in the demonic attack? Infection. That's right. Very good. Very good. Infection. That's right. And so if you obsess enough on the pain created by evil, then you let it come into you and grab purchase. Purchase is a technical term when we're training healers about evil has purchase on your soul because it's not open. It has to be obsessed to have purchase. If you're open, it has no purchase. It cannot hold you. If you are in the Christ Connection, you cannot be possessed. It just doesn't work. This is whether it's a person or whether it's a nation like Nazi Germany or whether America, which is happening today in America, exactly like it happened in the garden, exactly like it happened in Nazi Germany. It's the same procedure yet again, is infection, the infection of evil. And I looked up the opposite of infection, and the opposite of infection is purification. So if you got an infected wound, what do you got to do? You got to purify it. You purify it somehow. It's the next demonic level of attack. Infestation. And so that's where this person was. They were just totally infested. Totally infested. But later on in the week, and I said, you've got to renounce Satan, the glamour of evil, and rebuke Satan, and you've got to choose Jesus. And the person could not do that at that time. The person and could not do that. But later on in the week, the person did it. But couldn't do it at the time because he was so infested. So you can't always heal yourself because you're too sick. You're too infested. And the opposite of infestation is sanctification. The opposite of being to infest is to sanctify. And the last that happens is, of course, possession. And possession is not what you see in the movies. I have done multiple exorcisms, but I looked up the opposite of possession, and the opposite of possession is freedom. The opposite of possession is freedom.